All right, everybody. I'm Logan Alec. I'm a CPA, and this is breaking news. Mitch McConnell has just announced that he, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Kevin McCarthy have made a deal. He said moments ago the four leaders of the Senate and the House finalized an agreement. The bill is not yet public. What is the game plan now? Tonight, Congress will take up a one-day stopgap measure to keep the government funded until tomorrow, when both houses of Congress will vote on COVID relief and government funding. Attached to tomorrow's bill will be a 7-day continuing resolution to allow for the administrative issues of getting a bill this size done from an administrative standpoint, just to ensure there's no government shutdown today, because today's stopgap will only be for 1 day. In terms of the $600 stimulus checks, we heard from John Barrasso this morning that if you qualified for CARES Act stimulus checks, you'll qualify for this round as well. Washington Post is reporting that sources are saying that in terms of $600 stimulus check eligibility, mixed families are good to go. That's Marco Rubio's proposal. If you're a U.S. citizen married to someone without a social security number, previously you were excluded from stimulus checks unless one of you was a member of the armed forces, and your children were excluded as well. Now sources are saying the U.S. citizen parent as well as the citizen children in such a mixed family would be eligible. So Post is saying that these mixed families would be eligible for stimulus checks, at least the citizens in these mixed families. However, the Post is now saying that adult dependents are not expected to qualify. We heard last week that they might. Look like Democrats gave up on that as well. Unfortunately, I know that's disappointing. Josh Hawley, who you know, along with Bernie Sanders, has been pushing for $1,200 stimulus checks, thus far unsuccessfully, said today on the Senate floor that the $600 checks in this new relief bill are hardly adequate, and we should not pretend otherwise. I agree with that, as do many of you. That said, he did call them a step in the right direction, so kind of softening his stance there. I don't think we'll see Hawley and Sanders hold up these $600 stimulus checks on the Senate floor tomorrow when this gets voted on. I just don't. Another kind of piece of bad news, we were hearing all last week that Republicans were wanting to shorten the length of the unemployment boost to $300 a week, as well as the PUA. The bipartisan group wants 16 weeks. We heard last week that the Republicans might want to shorten it to 12 or 13 weeks, maybe even 10 weeks. Well, it looks like they've landed on 11 weeks. Some good news on the unemployment front is that there was speculation last week that Republicans would push for, similar to Trump's executive order, his memorandum on unemployment, for individuals receiving less than $100 weekly in base unemployment to be excluded from eligibility for $300 per week. However, we're hearing the Dems have shot that notion down, so that's a good thing. However, I cannot stress this enough. Though a deal has been struck per McConnell, we have not yet seen a bill. This is just a lot of whispering and anonymous sources. I really don't want to speculate any more than this until we actually see the bill, but this is the latest. Again, a deal has been reached. We, the public, have not yet seen the bill. It's possible that staffers are still putting finishing touches on it, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, so to speak. But Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, Chuck Schumer, and Kevin McCarthy have finally agreed on a stimulus deal per Mitch McConnell. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.